Oh yeah, I have to make it. Marshmallow special. Vivacious. Contamination. Hurt. Fear. Beauty. Flower. Pure. Agonizing. Whistle. Rose. Skirt. Hue. Rainbow. Candy. Precious. Wild. Time. Existence. Poof. Eternity. Massacre. Chocolate. Tragedy. Nibble. Ambience. Pout. Hopeless. Portrait. Massacre. Jump. Vivid. Hope. Hop. Faster. Rainbow. Journey. Extreme. Melody. Merge. Judgment. Blanket. Ocean. Strawberry. Music. Jumpy. Lucky. Color. Pleasure. Alone. Vertigo. Daydream. Frightening. Mouse. Aura. Memories. Fun. Unstable. Socks. Bunny. Unstable. Silly. Analysis. Effulgent. Desire. Comfort. Lust. Friends. Despise. Flee. Vanilla. Indulgent. Sing. Hair. Empty. Incapable. Together. Lazy. Sparkle. Smile. Twirl. Clumsy. Capable. Bed. Milk. Heartbeat. Promise. Crimson. Cry. Inferno. Determination. Death. Lollipop. Crimson. Games. Trapping tears. Pop. Shame. Mission. Blending. Controllable. Unending. Magic. Disoriented. Boop. Look at boop. Extraordinary, kawaii, questioning, craft. Destiny, atomic assignment, email, sugar, food, portrait. I like tenacious. Shopping scars. I don't know. Great fireball, captive, universe, color. Spinning prayer, dark. Like, having cheer, having fun. Unrestrained. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Doki! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood, eh? Just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the same simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which... Oh. I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh, why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Doki to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori? I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me after all. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Flop! Ow! What was... a cookie? Slay. I love cookies. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. She's gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you! I'm so happy! Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh. Sayori slowly claps her hands over her mouth. I bet my so good. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. That's good. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Sayori and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I don't either. It's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Oh gosh, wait, didn't I feel like there's a voice like seductive? She's like, I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! We should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Doki. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escaped. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah, I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. Ah, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri's going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounded explaining to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Haha, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Doki in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Doki. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Doki? How come maybe when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because anything that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Doki, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Doki, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah, anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it comes to you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Doki. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Doki, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I did my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sari's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides, as if instinctively assumed the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but we should be less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand. That's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri has noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume that the word around her has faded away with the world. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. And are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. She's so pretty! Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't just stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Aww. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Doki. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not ruin this kind of context, but... Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then... You don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Oh boy. Oh god, I thought it was gonna get like intense or something. Monica, you ruined it. You ruined it. Okay. Okay, everyone. He jolts back. It's time to share poems. Doki, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is irreparably broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Hey, chat. Yuri. Let's see what you learned for today. Yuri says the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Doki. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my reading, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom of the bread, my hungry curiosity, that raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. I don't like how you talk about the knife now. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken following me. You could say that we've grown quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic don't parley on conditioning. I slice the bread, I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the ways it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. So why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Doki? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and something makes us uncomfortable. After all, If I learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. I'm good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Doki. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Oh, not Doki! You're next. What is this? What? Stop it. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one, so I see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. And what do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you are on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's talented writer doesn't mean, looks like I'm in trouble. I smell struck a nerve. Though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting younger girls step into my business. Once it was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Well. Sayori! Oh, I like this one, Doki. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, Doki. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But always think about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but try to keep it in mind. Or whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes you have that little rain cloud in your head, and sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hood. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? You're getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Doki. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. What the hell? I pop off my scalp. Like the lid of a cookie jar. A secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach aside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle will start like that to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a ball to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile to my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They are supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Ooh, Miss Ma'am, that sounds a bit depressing. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. So, it's kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So, you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Siri always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in your eyes is hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, Monica. How you getting, Doki? How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I would not count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're only getting more comfortable with your style, but your entry is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you found inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. Can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. When she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that heart of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I'm just saying. Anyways, wanna read my poem now? I like the way that one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Scare me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, boredoms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, clothesline, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem, meaningless. Oh boy. Lost. Load me? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Though I wrote the lines really short, makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come set the front table of the room. Sorry. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the events. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're all going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sierra's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sierra, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. That's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked it, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible in the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. If it's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Siri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. About you, Yuri? Yuri detectively glances around everyone else's expression. I guess I don't really have a choice. It's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main bit. I want each of you to perform a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notepad to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Is this something she's done before? Or is she so simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has the eyes of Monica. Siri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the relation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you going next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a minute ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. The quavering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, as she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse to the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start plotting. Everyone joins me after we give you the recognition she deserves. I mean that we don't want to applaud her, but we're caught off so off guard that must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good.
Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next. Yuri hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, giggle. Yuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. But imagine you're reciting it to yourself like you're from a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so come out the best that way. I see. Okay. Siri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Siri is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sari's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sari means when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach so deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sari finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sari. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sari. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poem wouldn't work out quite as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do that in front of everyone. Then, next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Donaki. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Donaki lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. Might as well get over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Where is my notebook? Found it. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki peak groaning and gets up her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts playing the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, the poem has a rhythm and run to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce a little bit down, as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes them with applause. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming though. Might be hard, but I hope that you'll have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. Should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised at putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impress Monica. I'll do my best. There you go, Sayuri? Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal of it. Must be real nice, though. Well, I'm supposed to respond. It's okay, Donkey. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is a little more quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri? Sorry, it's spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayuri fumbles with the words, so let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of put me on the spot here. Well, we're gonna say that. I don't know where you're going. I'll probably walk her home. Walk home with Yuri, huh? Or does the thought of that make my heart pound? Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I feel awful turning her down, so isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just might think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you. Sayuri, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. You say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. It was kind of her fault for charming me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away, so who knows what will happen that time. Oh, thank God, my throat. I'm done. My throat can't handle this. Thank you for chilling with me. Let's see my voice suffer. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, my peeps.